Hi there. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Momma Grace, and I'm excited that you're here to read with me today. My dog Ella and I are excited about doing our story. Our book today is called Benjamin Ball Can't Find His Bounce, and it's by a very special author and a friend of mine named Lynn Duey. Our toy today is a big red rubber ball. It's Benjamin Ball. And he's going to join us and sit here and listen to the story as we read the story about him. My drink today is a cup of hot tea, and it's in one of my favorite mugs. It's a Hello Kitty mug. Do you all enjoy drinking your special drinks a little bit more when it's in a favorite mug or cup? I do. I'd love to hear about them. If you want to leave me a note in the comments and tell me about your special cups or mugs, because I'm interested in hearing all about you and what you like. Today, since we're going to read this story, I would like to give a special welcome today to Noah, who is our author's grandson. And this story is dedicated to Noah. So I want to give a special welcome to Noah, and also to a special friend named Bella. Bella, I hope that you're able to watch my stories. So here we go. Benjamin Ball can't find his bounce. This is the dedication page. It says, "To my first grandchild, Noah. I wrote the first version of this book 8 years ago when he was born. He's such a blessing in my life and to our whole family." So this is for you, Noah. Okay. Oh, skipped a page. Benjamin Ball once had his very own family. His human boy took him outside to play almost every day. Together they jumped, bounced, and rolled until they were so tired they had to stop and rest. Benjamin was a very happy ball. He looks happy. Then one day, Benjamin's humans packed up their car with all of their belongings and drove away. Benjamin wanted to shout and scream to get their attention and beg them to stay. But before he knew it, they were gone. Benjamin was very sad. He was all alone. He sat for a long time, and when he decided not to sit anymore, he tried to bounce. He tried and tried, but he just couldn't bounce. "Oh no," cried Benjamin, "what will I do? No one will want me. What good is a ball that can't bounce?" Benjamin was determined not to give up, so he set out on a journey to get his bounce back. Look, he looks very determined. Benjamin sat on the grass watching the children play. "I wish someone would play with me," he thought. "But no one wants to play with a ball that doesn't bounce. Maybe if I show them how well I can roll, they will want me." But the children were so busy having fun, they didn't even notice him. "I know," said Benjamin. "I'll go ask Rabbit if he can give me some of his bounce." Benjamin slowly rolled toward Rabbit. "Hello, Rabbit. I've lost my bounce and no one wants to play with me. May I have some of yours?" "Of course, dear Benjamin, but I can only spare a little. You will have to get the rest from Frog." "Thank you, Rabbit." He rolled away to find Frog. "Hello, little Frog. I've lost my bounce and no one wants to play with me. Would you be willing to share some of yours?" "Of course I will, dear Benjamin, but I can only give you a little. You'll have to get the rest from Kangaroo." "Thank you, little Frog," said Benjamin. He rolled away to find Kangaroo. "Hello, Kangaroo. I've lost my bounce and no one wants to play with me. May I have some of yours?" "Of course, dear Benjamin, but I can only give you a little. You will have to get the rest from Grasshopper. He's very wise. He may be able to give you some advice." "Oh, thank you," said Benjamin. He rolled away to find Grasshopper. Benjamin had learned from Kangaroo that Grasshopper was very wise. He was anxious to meet him and wondered if he might be the one to help him find his bounce again. The sign says, "Grasshopper, this way." "Hello, Grasshopper. I've learned that you are very wise. I have lost my bounce and no one wants to play with me. Kangaroo thinks you might be able to help me. Would you share some of your bounce with me? Maybe then I'll be able to bounce again." "I will gladly share some of my bounce with you, dear Benjamin, but you will have to get the rest from a child. You see, the bounce of a child is magical. Only when a child shares his bounce with you will you be able to bounce again." "But how do I get a child to share his bounce with me?" "It's very simple," Grasshopper chirped. "You ask him." Benjamin smiled and thanked the wise Grasshopper. Then he rolled away to find a child. Benjamin rolled all the way back to the park where the children were playing. He watched as they hopped, skipped, and jumped. Then he gathered the courage to approach a child. "Hello, child. My name is Benjamin. I have lost my bounce and no one wants to play with me. Rabbit, frog, kangaroo, and grasshopper all shared some of their bounce with me, but until a child shares his bounce with me, I cannot get my bounce back." Benjamin took a deep breath. You see, a child's bounce is magical. Without a child, I will never find my bounce again. Would you please share your bounce with me? "Of course I'll share my bounce with you, dear Benjamin. I've always wanted a ball of my own to play with." So the child swept Benjamin up in his little arms and they bounced away. And all of Benjamin Ball's new friends cheered. "Hooray for Benjamin!" Look how happy he looks. The end. Isn't that a nice story? It's a really nice one. You know, it's nice that Benjamin Ball, even though he knew that he had a problem, because his old family, they moved away and they forgot or they couldn't find him. And so they left without him and it made him very sad. But he found out as he traveled and talked to different animals and the wise grasshopper, he knew that he needed to find another child to have that relationship with so that he could play with the child and the child could play with him. And that's why the child was extra special. So he found that child and now he's happy again. Have there ever been times when you've been sad or lonely or felt that you haven't had any reason really to bounce or be happy? I think we've all felt like that sometimes. But don't give up if you're feeling like that. Just keep on trying to find a friend, keep being friendly and cheerful and helpful and sincere, and I'm sure that a friend will come along soon enough. So, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to bounce Benjamin Ball away for the moment. Here he goes. And take another sip of my tea. And that's the end of our story time today. So always remember that Momma Grace is always here, thinking of you and thinking about the next time we get to share story time together. I hope you have a great week, that it's safe, and that you're happy and bouncy, and just have an enjoyable time. And I will see you next week. So goodbye, but just for now.